Hello. Hello, beautiful people, and thank you for tuning in to today's Movement Medicine Morsel. It's a going back to basics kind of day to reset everything, get our circulation going, and connect to our whole selves, body, mind, and spirit, instead of just compartmentalizing one or the other. So let's begin with a little bit of breathing. I invite you to sit tall. Whatever's happening, we want to tune into our bodies and get our bodies in order with breath and movement. So let's feel our feet, let's feel our sit bones, and really feel them. Take a moment, even look down, look at your hips, look at your feet, and take a moment to feel how our feet respond to the ground, what they feel, what the surfaces are like. Is it warm? Is it cool? What are the temperatures? And the same with the sit bones, noticing right sit bone, left sit bone, and then balancing between the two as nicely as possible. Now that we have a foundation created, let's grow through the crown of the head. Today we're going to take our hands and flip them so the thumbs face forward and the fingertips back. And we're going to take our thumbs to the base of the cheekbone, and our index fingers and middle fingers are going to wrap to support the base of the skull. And the elbows are relaxed. We just want to lift up a little bit. Use our hands to give some traction to the neck. And let's make sure we're not stiffening anywhere in the neck. So we want to be able to move. Should actually feel quite nice. We're elongating the throat and the neck. And you can try a little bit of side bending, just small movements, a little bit of chin down and chin up. I like to exhale when I lower my chin, inhale when I support the head, and take a little back bend in the neck. And just even a couple of circles. The idea is we're lifting the head up a little bit higher than it might be normally sitting, to create a little bit more freedom in the neck and throat. And then the shoulders might be tired. You might want to relax them down. And then keeping the head lifted up, letting that pull the spine up tall. Let's circle. Inhale up and back. And exhale down and in front. Feel all the different positions of the shoulders. The chest opens when the shoulders go back. And the chest closes a little bit when the shoulders come forward. That also means that the chest opens when the shoulders squeeze back a little bit, and the upper back and the shoulders open when the chest squeezes a bit. Simple exercise, but so much to notice. And now for fun, let's inhale one shoulder up and back, exhale down and forward, and that's when the other shoulder goes up and back and exhales down and forwards. So we're doing one full, quiet, slow loop with one shoulder, and then the other shoulder takes over. You can let your neck and head, now that they've freed up perhaps a little bit more, let them move along with whatever's happening. And then one more time, both shoulders, interlacing the fingers behind, gently pull back. Open the front of the throat. Imagine you've got another pair of hands supporting the base of the skull. Breathing smoothly, and then give yourself that shoulder blade stretch in back, opening up the back of the breath, back of the lungs, and then coming back and sitting tall. So here we are, loosened up a bit. Opportunity to elongate the spine, to relax the shoulders, to root through the feet and the hips. And let's place our hands on our low belly, one on top of the other, just to sense here. And exhale with a soft sigh, mouth open. feeling the belly draw in, taking the hands in. Inhale through the nose right to the balloon in your belly. And take your time. Savor the exhalation. Let the breath all the way out, how it wants to go out. And then just rest and wait, relax, allow the inhalation to come in through the nose, right down low into your belly. So we're focusing on this region here. We exhale softly, everything out, and then we just relax, soften, and let the breath flood the belly and the low side ribs. And now let's continue doing that with the mouth closed. So now we're gently breathing out through the nostrils, relaxing, letting the refill happen gently through the nostrils. And we're mindfully slowing the breath down and inviting it to the lower regions so that we're really pulling the breath down deeper. And continuing our mindful breathing and a soft smile, we're going to continue to sit if that's your preference, or to come and stand if that's what you'd like to do. I'm going to stand, and we continue to cultivate our vertical alignment no matter what our choice is. So the feet, the sit bones, the elongation, the relaxation, the breath, and the smile. Maintaining this feeling of being suspended from above, knees are soft. If you're in the chair, the shaking will be a little bit more delicate, but you can find any way that feels good to you. Standing, we can bounce the legs, the knees a little bit. And we want to get a little bit of a jiggle everywhere. So all the joints free. Ankles, feet, knees, hips, the whole spine, fingertips, wrists, elbows, shoulders. Make some funny faces. Stick your tongue out. We want to loosen up. If you like, you can shake and circle your hands up. Tossing the hands up gives an opportunity for a really lovely stretch through the organs, and might even inspire you to lift your heels and let them thump down a few times. Bringing the arms down, letting all the jiggling and wiggling and shaking come to its own natural finish, but without dropping, not collapsing, always feeling that suspension, whether we're sitting or standing. And now some easy twisting. Let the belly button twist. If you're standing, you have a little bit more twisting apparatus, including the legs. If you're seated, you may find a way to slide the hips around to turn the pelvis, or you may be more still in the pelvis and still able to rotate freely above. For anyone who wants to, you can lift the back heel and pivot, letting your gaze take in the space around you. And if you're on a chair, I'm just going to show you something you can have fun with, because if we're using a prop, we always want to feel completely free. There's nothing about using a prop that makes the action less than or wait until I can do it the right way. It's not like that at all. So sitting in a chair, I'm going to take my knees a little bit wider. And now I happen to be on a wooden stool, so I do have the ability to slide my bum. So there's a way of pushing with the feet a little bit and slipping around. If you have a chair with upholstery on it, you can do something like put a clean plastic garbage bag or a shopping bag, because the plastic will be like a little pivot, like a lazy Susan pivot. You can even push with the foot and maybe one hip comes around a little further. And if you are inspired by this and you want to get back in your chair, you can give this a try. So you can see there's so many ways to find freedom. We want to open up not only our bodies, but our possibilities in our minds. All right, so that was fun. I hope you liked that too. And now a little bit of tapping, which can be done either seated or standing. And we are at our full vertical alignment, whatever method we're going to use for our trunk and legs. We're going to start by tapping around the breastbone where the ribs meet the breastbone and sending love, smiling, smiling into your body, and let your body smile back at you. Imagine that happening. This is also great for communicating with the lungs. Let's tap around the lungs and smile into our lungs and receive their smile back at us. Breathe into the place that you're tapping. Now we're going to tap up the throat lovingly. Now we did some elongation of the neck, so keep that feeling and tap with that length, and then V in the fingers, tapping in front and behind the ear, and then from the shoulders up into the base of the skull, tapping right where the skull and the neck meet, and along the base of the skull itself. Shake out the hands a little bit, shake out, and we're going to tap under the cheekbones, and come up beside the nose, right up into the points, just at the very indentation where the eyebrows come in to meet the nose. And we're tapping upwards as we come along the cheeks. We're fluffing up our smiles. And coming up the sides of the nose and back down again. And then a little bit at the temples. If there's any tenderness here, you can take this into a gentle circular massage. All this is done while breathing and maintaining vertical alignment. And very delicately tapping around the eye socket. If you notice tenderness or puffiness, then you're noticing something important about your body that might be too subtle to notice, perhaps just regularly. And you're also doing something very gentle to help circulation. Today we're going to pinch the eyebrows. So you're going to pinch the inner eyebrows and then a little overlapping pinch all the way along until the edges. Make it feel nice. This is your practice, your body. Smiling. You might want to shake out your hands a little bit. Now we're going to tap all over the scalp. All over the scalp. Can be fingertips, can be a little bit of nail if you like that extra little prickle that can stimulate circulation. Can even be more of the palms and the flats of the fingers. Without collapsing the neck, coming into the base of the skull, wrapping in behind the ears, the temples. Can make it feel like delicate raindrops. You can make it ever so soft. You can even do very tender touch and light massage. There's no end to the variations. So there's something that's perfect for everybody, for any mood that's going on or anything that's happening. Now we're going to clear by washing the face and brushing the hair energetically. So the palms are softly curved. And we're not touching the body, although you can if you want, but we're working in the energy field. So maybe a half an inch or an inch away. On the inhalation, the hands come up the chest and the throat. This is washing the face with chi. And then on the exhalation, brushing the hair and just releasing. Inhale, washing the throat and face, and then exhale after brushing the hair. One more. Let's rub our hands this time. And inhale, clearing, washing the face, brushing the hair, releasing, releasing, releasing. And then today, because some of us are spending a lot of time on the computer, like right now, rub the hands briskly. We're going to cup our eyes, our precious eyes, sitting or standing tall when the hands are warm. Cup your eye sockets, relax your elbows down, bow your head a tiny bit. If you're sitting at a desk, say you're at a workstation, you could even lean your elbows on your workstation desk and just let that extra relaxation come into your upper body. But our main focus here are our beautiful eyes, so breathing smoothly, gently, as though the eyes are balloons that you can fill with breath. Exhale, you release tension from the eyes. Inhale, bringing in fresh, nurturing energy. And now imagine that the hands become magnets and they're going to pull away any stagnant energy that has been rustled up in the eyes. It's like beating a carpet and then the dust, we're going to vacuum the dust off. So the hands are going to pull any old stuff out and then just let it go. And on an inhalation, lift up the energy and exhale, paint a giant circle of cleansing light all the way around yourself. Swish that out, and we're going to do just a little bit more tapping and cupping to finish up today. You're in vertical alignment, but take a few moments before we do anything else just to see, what do you feel like right now? Has anything shifted? Are you aware of yourself in any different or new way? And give yourself a few moments to absorb. And now a little bit of sound. We're going to cup the chest and free the lungs and our voices a little bit. See what the following inhalation feels like. Now we're going to come into the kidney area, make the same sound or a different sound. You can play with a higher or lower note, explore, have some fun. And we're going to rub the kidneys. We want to keep them warm and supple. And now cupping into the buttocks and the hips, we're going to come down the backs of the legs and the outsides. You can favor the outside or the back. Coming down as far as you can reach comfortably and then visualizing the rest, or cupping all the way down, whatever works for you. Come behind the ankles, over the tops of the feet. Remember, if you're sitting, you can also, or standing, you can use your heel to massage each top of the foot. We have so many flexible ways to do things. Coming up the insides of the legs, cupping, bringing circulation, bringing connection. Think of your body as a whole community. You can even do the perineal region, a little bit into the groin area. Remember, stand up tall. You are practicing being your best. Beautiful posture, beautiful inner confidence. So these are things we practice. And then let this come to a gentle finish. We're going to slide our hands around to the kidneys and do some back breathing. So where we have our hands placed is where we focus our breath. Let's exhale through the nose, let the breath out, feel the waist come in. And as you inhale, aim your breath into your lower back where your hands are resting. And take another couple of rounds of breath without rushing, standing nice and tall. And then slide the hands around, cup a ball of energy. Exhale, bend the knees, or just bow a little bit if you're seated. Inhale, let the ball of energy expand and you're rising up inside. Exhale, turn the palms up, soften the elbows, and sink. if you're bending the knees. Inhale, collect the energy of the earth and the sky. Really feel it. Take another breath here. Breathe in the sun, the sky, the stars, the air. And we're going to clear the energy down the back of the body. On the next exhalation, as though healing rain, light that's purifying, take as many breaths as you need. Back of the head. You're going to have to, at the shoulders, switch in front of the armpits and then wrap around the back. And you're clearing the energy all the way down. Any old stuff is just pouring out through the soles of the feet. And then inhaling, we gather earth energy. We take the backs of the hands together. Take an exhale, just pause. Inhale, take the energy all the way up, bend your knees, and exhale, burst a beautiful healing ball of light. Beautiful healing energy. You've just woken up parts of your body. You've wrapped yourself with light. I hope you feel a little bit more awake, a little bit more connected. I know I do. And then stepping the feet together, folding the thumb and index finger, and take a few moments to stand or sit, savoring your beautiful vertical alignment, smiling softly, seeing yourself whole, creative, relaxed, responsive, resilient. Soft, gentle, smooth breath flowing in and out of your body. Knowing that you are connected to something bigger than yourself, so you can draw resources from this. And I thank you for joining in to today's Movement Medicine Morsel. I hope that whatever you do the rest of this evening, this afternoon, this morning, whether you're here right now live or whether you're here right now live in the replay. And if you have any questions or comments, I always love hearing from you, and many blessings. We'll see you next time.